In this video, someone decides to lose it before we even start. And 3 wide into Cheetah. Do they survive it? Hello everyone and welcome back to Kyalami once again. How many races have we done here lately? We did this live stream, of course, where we did the 8 hours at Kyalami. And this was some of the races before that actual event as we... He just binned it on the warm-up. I forgot about that. Oh, I didn't imagine binning it just as you get towards the last corner. F for that guy. Anyway, yeah, we did some warm-up races, and these are some of the warm-up races, which were fantastic, actually. I'm really enjoying racing on ACC at the moment. I'm having some fantastic races. I'm getting quicker and quicker, which is really nice as well. As we head towards turn 1, then we started this race, a night race. We've got 2 races here for you again. As we head into turn 1, it all gets very close, very tight, very quickly. And we are now 3 wide. Oh, that was close. But we do get that position then. So we are up into, I'm not sure even sure. Oh, we got synchronized spinning there. That's 2 more places. We have gained a few positions here. And we are car number 18. So anything above that, I am very happy with. Where is it going to settle in terms of numbers? I'm not too sure. Let's fast forward on here. We're P14. So we have gained a fair few places then. Little tap there between 2 Porsches in the distance as we're trying to now look around the outside. This can be very difficult to do then as we head up to the top of the hill. We're on the inside here. The car right behind them as well. In towards the braking zone we go. Oh, the Aston behind. Launched it down the inside. And, oh, man, no idea what's going on there. And we still have a Honda NSX there as well. So, yeah, we're up into P12 now. We've really gained a few places here. And we're racing Suarez again. Now, we've raced Suarez a few times. We've had some good races with Suarez as we enter the braking zone here. Oh, we just get it stopped. Suarez going for the cutback here. Is it going to work out? No, it's not. You need to get your teeth more into that one. Well, hey, Liverpool jokes. You love it, don't you, folks? Or maybe not. I don't know. Football jokes. Anyway, towards the left-hander we go and through. But P12, we've made some good places there. As we continue on then. That Honda NSX, very quick in a straight line. As the Audi, to be fair. You know, it's not like we're slow in a straight line as we look to head towards turn 1. So I got a little bit defensive here. So the Honda has to try and go the long way round as we enter turn 1 then. And are they going to do it? We have to leave just enough space there. We do indeed. Coming through this right. It's all very close. In towards braking zone we go. And yes, we still got that place for now. As we continue on through, but a good run there from the Honda. We've got the Aston very close behind as well. Big old fight here, 3-way fight. I'm defending for my life as we enter Sunset then. Oh, a little bit of oversteer there as we go through here, side by side. Beautiful racing here with Suarez in towards braking zone then. And we're going to try and keep it hung round the outside. Is it going to work out? Oh, that's very tight. But I think Suarez has just got this because it's another left-hander. Beautiful bit of racing there. Oh, Suarez goes a bit deep. Oh, losing rear. We have to slow down. Oh, we're hit from behind there by the Aston Martin. Now we've got a Porsche coming through here as well. Aston Martin just got sent to the realm as we head up to this left-hander then. We're looking to get the car stopped. We do indeed. So we're going to keep that position now. That all got a little bit squirrely, let's put it that way, with 2 seconds of damage there. You can see that down that bottom left-hand side. Not something we are going to repair unless we really need to. So we fast forward a little bit here. Through the right we go. Just a bit of understeer there. We're going to have to get used to this car. And the Porsche going for the move down the inside. And if you remember this name, Martins was involved in some of the previous videos we were involved with, where there was a bit of contact here, there, and everywhere. But hopefully we can just get clean on past, get settled in here, and actually have a good race and start trying to move a little bit more forward. Behind the Porsche is my teammate Daly. So obviously at the Kyalami 8-hour race we did, we had Daly and we had Roth. We're going to have Daly in his first race and Roth in the second race. You see both of them in the race. Daly's come from really far back. Had a beautiful start here as we're looking down the inside here. And the Porsche, oh, there's contact there. I think we'll review that in a replay because I think they turned in as if I wasn't there. And I'm going to flash my lights because I'm a bit frustrated with it. And we've had contact with Martins before. We've seen contact with Martins and other people as well. So I was a bit like, come on, man. But as I say, we'll have a look at the replay. I've not even seen the replay yet myself as I commentate this. We'll have a look at it and we'll see whether I was right to be frustrated or not. Daly right behind me now, so I knew that Daly wouldn't go for an absolute lunge and a half because, hey, he's my teammate, so, you know, it'd be pretty crazy as we go through the left and then the right here. And continue on. So there's no actual teams in this, obviously, because it was just the endurance race 45-minute one that LFM hosts. And we are on LFM here, by the way, just because LFM hosts some fantastic races. We see a back marker, just get out of the way here. They do let me go as well, so thank you very much there, Oplomov. Thank you, mate, as we continue on through there. So further on in the race, we've gone a bit longer in our stint here, just to avoid traffic, etc. As we come into the pits, we're actually P5 at the moment as we go towards that left-hand side then, and we're just looking for our pit box. Can we come in here? We're not repairing the damage, which went up to 4 seconds, by the way, with the contact with Martins on that left-hander. So pit stop done. We're going to leave the pits now, and we've actually overfilled, I believe, a little bit here as well, but even so, we continue on out. Suarez ahead of me, Daly ahead of me, which says to me Daly has not changed tyres. I can confirm Daly told afterwards that he did not change tyres, but at the time that's exactly what I was thinking. So we're at P18, which you're probably thinking, Tidge, you should be further ahead there, as we've got a car on the right-hand side. Reason being, some people hadn't picked yet, some people had and not changed tyres, etc. And we caught up to Daly quite quickly because of the not changing tyre strategy there. We just had so much more grip. Demidov here in the Porsche ahead of Daly. That's struggling a lot. Not sure what was going on with that Porsche. Really struggling. Had the hazards on as well, so not sure what's going on here. Go down the inside, then up to P15. And Daly was actually going to let me go here as well. We were being too kind to each other here. So I was like, no, I'll go after. And he was like, go now. We weren't speaking to each other. Flashing lights there tells me he wants me to go there. So we're back up into P14. So just one position down in reality where the Porsche was, essentially. So nothing truly lost here. And I'd say I'd always change tyres in these 45-minute races if you are doing them on LFM. So through the right we go. And what we're going to do, we're going to advance a bit further on then, where we see the battle between Suarez and the Porsche of Martins. As we come through here, then we have caught this battle up, which means that we're potentially on for a P12, which would be nice. I did struggle a little bit in the cold attempts. That's one thing I am struggling with on AC. Oh, Suarez has gone a bit off there. We're going to try on the outside, which isn't really going to work. Can we go for some form of cutback? Not really. But yeah, getting back to the cold tyre situation. I'm not the greatest with cold tyres, I've found. I'm really struggling with temps. When the tyres go below that 75 degrees, I struggle. And I need to figure out a way to make sure I've always got tyre temps above that 75 degrees. Then I'm fine, and I feel like I've got really good pace. As I say, my pace is quickening up constantly each time I race. I'm racing a bit more in ACC at the moment because I'm enjoying it so much. So my pace is increasing, and yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying it. So we advance much further on in the race then. So 10 minutes we've been stuck behind this battle. Nothing really had changed there. And we were just kind of hoping here for some action. So the Honda goes towards that left-hand side. We've got the Porsche there as well. Let's monitor this as we head towards turn 1. Porsche goes towards the right, then towards the left a little bit. Contact with Suarez. Sends Suarez to the realms here. And I was so scared about this. Good job I took a wide line. We avoid that Honda NSX. So we're up in position. Not sure what was going on there with a slight turn to the left there from the Porsche driver. But yeah, we're up a position. So now we've got an opportunity here to get up into P12. Now, again, the Porsche was so far ahead, I knew they hadn't changed tyres as well. So it's a case of try and work my magic. Let's see what I can do. It's this time magic, not magic. I don't know what magic is. But anyway, we continue on with the race here. And we're in that slipstream of the Porsche. We need to figure out a way past without contact. This is the content. I can't speak today, folks. I apologise. Through the right we go then. Still behind the Porsche. Now, the Porsche does struggle in a straight line. We've seen that plenty of times. So that's what I was thinking here. Oh, they go off a little bit there. That's very dangerous to do that. You could end up spearing off to meet barrier, but not this time for the Porsche. As I say, they struggle in a straight line. So that's the one place where we can really get an advantage. Let's see how much they're going to struggle here. Remember, we got damage as well, so it's not necessarily that straightforward in the grand scheme of it. We are catching very... Oh, my word. That is hugely quick. Down the inside, then in towards turn 1. Are we going to get it done? Pushes me very tight, but that's all very clean. Well played there, Martins. Made sure I couldn't get that position, so keep that position for now as we head into the left here. Both run a little bit wide there. A little bit of oversteer from me, but it seems to catch itself very nicely indeed as we head to this long right hand. I'm just trying to show my nose here. I'm here! Hello! I want to come past and get into P12. Oh, a little bit of oversteer from the Porsche, but catches it very nicely. A good four-wheel drift there from the Porsche in towards the left. Then we go. Again, they're just missing that apex. They are struggling. You can see that struggle there. That rate is really coming out. That Porsche does get lively, low on fuel as well. As we go into this left again, missing that apex just a little bit here, trying to get the run through the right-hander. They had to take a tighter line, so we've got the increased speed then as we head up the hill and in towards this braking zone. Now we're going to go for it down the inside. Oh, I was going to say that would be a lunge and a half. Not quite going to work. Oh, my word. How close am I getting there? That is very, very, very close. Anyway, we leave that corner then. We're going to head down the hill then in towards the left. And again, it's a case of trying to get as close as possible. Or we're going to go for the lunge here. Porsche goes defensive there. That is very wise, I would say, as we come into this corner. But around the outside there doesn't really work. Trying to go for some form of cutback doesn't work either. So still status quo for now. As we head into the right-hander then. And that Porsche risking everything here to try and keep that position. Try and keep P12. Now, P12 or even P13 where we are now is still ahead of our number 18 on our car, which is good. It means we should gain ELO here, and that is our goal, as always, with these races. So you can see a little bit of weaving there on the straight. Where they're going to go this time, they go defensive down that left-hand side. We're going to try around the outside then, in towards the braking zone we go. I see that they released a brake on the radar, so I knew what had happened here, and I'm trying to cut back here. Look at that for a cutback, just enough for an Audi. All right, through the right we go. We're going to be careful. Remember, the Porsche had contact with us here last time. In towards the braking zone we go. And we've done it. We're finally through there. P12 for us. I'm really happy with that move. That was a beautiful little cutback, just enough. They knew what was coming there as well. They tried to really stop the car, but it didn't work out. Through Sunset we go. They get very close. It looks like the car just washes out a little bit here, and we gain that advantage. We head towards the end of the race then. Well, it says I'm in P11, but that's because somebody's quit up ahead. I am in P12 still here, and you will see that with the results. But what a race. What a first race that was. I love this race. It was good practice for that Kyalami endurance race. But that is not over, folks, for this video. We have 2 races for you. This was the first race. Let's have a look at the final results there. Coming home in P12, George in P4 there. I just need to gain a few more temps per lap to try and even get remotely close to George. Right, the second race then, we're starting P10 here, and we're going to get ready for the race. Now, you can see there's an RCI esports car right behind me. That is Roth. So at least I beat my teammate, which is nice. But anyway, we're going to head towards turn 1 here. P10, Suarez very close to us here. We got 2 Porsches, another Audi in there as well. I'm on the outside this time, so my eyes were glued on that radar up below the mirror. Look how close he gets, 3 wide here. I could see what was happening, so I took that run off. If I'd have turned any tighter, there would have been contact. No idea where I am position-wise. In towards the braking zone we go. As we come through here. So we get a good run out of here. The Porsche up ahead definitely doesn't get a good run. So I'm trying to follow the Audi here. We're going to be too wide heading into Sunset then. Going around the outside here. Very hard to do, especially on cold tyres. So I'll back out of that completely. And let's fight for another day. Then as we head in towards the braking zone, that Porsche trying to decide where to go. Roth trying to go around the outside of me there. I was going to leave room there. Probably a bit too kind to Roth there because we were past. So that's going to slow Roth down a little bit. Apologies for that as we go into the left. And then the right. So what position? We're in P9. We've gained 1 position from that start. I would argue that's one of my best starts, just with the way I reacted to that 3-wide moment in turn 1. That's why radar is so good, because it just helps so much. Now we have the RCI car behind. It's just has Aston Martin on the inside, so I made sure to get on the outside as quick as possible to give that slipstream, to give them a bit of an advantage. That's why I'm taking a wider line here. Make sure they keep that position, because it's a bit like your right-hand man there, the wingman. As we leave this corner, though, we have 3 wide. We have a Porsche sandwich with an Audi in the middle as they head up to Cheetah, which doesn't work out very well at all. But to be honest, that worked out better than I expected it to there. 3 wide. Looking for a move on the Porsche. Not going to happen so far. But we are up another place there. I can't speak. We're in P8 now. P8 for the race. We've got Roth behind, who potentially could look for a move here, heading towards turn 1. Obviously, it wouldn't be an insane dive, but it would be a good move all the same, and I'd be aware as well. But they back out of that for now. And we are still in sight of a podium there, as the Aston goes for the move on Roth again there, as we go into the right. And then we're going to head towards the left-hander here. Let's have a look at that rear view mirror then. Through here we go. The Aston takes a lot of curve, bounces off into Roth, and sends Roth off. The teammate's gone. No, and that's all from avoiding going for the moves on me there as well. So sorry to see that, but even so, we're in this fight still. So up ahead, we've got this Porsche who just came out the pits here, the green Porsche. I really wish they'd just got out of the way here, because they don't, and it's very frustrating because I'm in this fight for potentially P3. You know, everyone is up ahead here. So I was flashing like crazy. Just get out of the way here. There's plenty enough time to get out of the way, but they stay in it, and I'm just like, no, don't do this. Don't do it! Oh, my word, just get out of the way! There's a big fight on our hands here. Now, they don't have to get out of the way, of course, but it's just frustrating, especially if you are the faster car. You do want them to get out of the way. And because they're not in the same fight, I would have liked them to. So they're in now a fight for P39 because that car did let people pass here. With this right, they nearly take me out there. I had to really lift and take avoiding action there. And that's what the frustrating part is, because you don't want to get taken out here either. as we head into this braking zone. Again, that Porsche lets me go. Thank you there, Zilzovic. I hope I pronounced that right. I do apologize. But look at that gap. We're so close to them. We've lost easily, what, 1.1, 1.2 seconds there. As we advance much further on then. The pink Porsche advanced a bit further on there. It's about a second and a half, 2 seconds ahead of then the black Porsche, who I suspect has got a actual livery on there. But we caught them up a little bit at least. And I say we did have some good pace here. 140.6 there, top left-hand side. I think the fastest lap of the race is a 140.3 by the end. So I decided whatever they were doing, I was going to do the opposite. They carried on. I come in the pits. We're going to leave the pits now. So that was the leader, or one of the people fighting for the lead there. Sevet just going by here. And then we have the other Aston just going by, who was the one that was fighting for that podium position. So we've come out in a very nice place here. Free air. Lots of time here to do a big, nice old undercut and try and get a few more places here. Because that's our goal, right? We want to get a podium. How good would a podium be in this kind of lobby? Anyway, we advance further on here. There is that black Porsche, and I knew this was going to be tight. So tight. So we go over to that left-hand side. It didn't want to happen what happened with the other Porsche when they left the pits. Come into this braking zone then, and we do get that position. The pink Porsche just up ahead as well, so we really did benefit from that undercut. The Aston fighting with that Porsche right now as we go into that left-hander. Now, if we didn't get held up by the back marker, we may well have been in that fight up ahead. We may very well have been. We might not have been because we got in close to the black Porsche, but it might have been that little bit closer. Look who's just up ahead of me. 4.5 seconds up ahead. It's Jardier. Yes, I'd say every time I see Jardier, I've not raced Jardier properly in ages at Project Cars when we officially had side-by-side action. But even so, it'd be good to have a good race with Jardier at some point. But I get a little bit quicker each and every time. We advanced towards the last lap then because it was status quo. The Aston stayed ahead of the Porsche stayed ahead of me, and then the Porsche also stayed behind me as well. We were in a line, but here we go. I've got the run on them. As I say, the Porsche struggles. Low fuel. It gets a little bit more slippy on that rear end. In towards turn 1 then. I'm going to try the old round the outside, then go for a cutback. Does it work? No. Oh, that was close. With Vilga behind, but stays score for now. P6. We're in P6, folks, which is pretty awesome, to be honest with you. Coming through this left-hander then. Just get it slightly wrong there. A little bit of oversteer. Going to cost us that tiny bit of time. We need to be close to this Porsche at the top of the hill, remember. To get that slipstream down the hill. Go for a dive down into that sharp right-hander, and that'll be us getting P5 potentially there. So, going through the right-hander and then in towards this left. It's still status quo for now. A bit frustrating. The Porsche is getting a bit of slipstream from the car ahead. That could really do with them slowing down. However, this was about to happen. Notice how my camera changed and all those settings changed randomly. I now can't accelerate. My engine is off. Porsche hits me from behind, but I was so focused on what the hell was happening with the car there that I missed it. I did apologize after, of course, to that Porsche driver. Literally a wheel issue. You can see that quite clearly. So the wheel tried to do every button on the wheel, which was mad. So we stopped the car, start the car again, get going. I still didn't notice that engine map was on 8. I still didn't notice traction control was off. And I was still trying to figure out what was wrong with the camera. And then I realized I'm not on bonnet cam. Now we're back on bonnet cam. And I was like, why is the car going so slowly here? Why is it going so slowly? Everything happened all at once. You saw the flash of lights, everything. Absolutely everything. Going down into here, then I'm hoping I can keep P7 at least because that was an amazing race. I didn't want to disappoint here. I know a few people were asking what happened to me on Jardier's stream. But we're going to leave here now. I realized the engine map was not on the right setting, so I changed that back. Way through here, and we get a little bit of oversteer because I don't realize traction control is off. I'm coming to this last corner then. I'm like, okay, we should have this settled now. Second gear, leave here, fine. I was like, whoa, where's this oversteer come from? Then I realize traction control is off. I'm going to have a race towards the line, and where are we going to come? Yes, it's P8. We just lose out in that P7 position. Oh, it's so frustrating. So frustrating with that wheel failure. I have since changed the base of the wheel because, yeah, that's what happened. But look, Jardier made a mistake on that last lap as well. So we could have maybe had P4 there, which would have been unbelievable. Let's have a look exactly what happened then with the Porsche driver earlier on and also Jardier as well. Here we are then with the incident with the Porsche then. Going through this right, all seems fine. Just enough space left there. Going into this left-hander. Ooh, that's interesting actually because I break in a straight line, but I'm going diagonal across the track and I would have lifted off. They sort of straighten up. This is interesting. My line has always stayed that same, so this looks more like a racing incident. Let's have a look at it from the Porsche perspective. Yeah, there's a bit more room on the right, but then, yeah, I'd argue that's a racing incident, actually. You know, should I have straightened up a bit more? Maybe, maybe not. There's still room on the right. Yeah, racing incident, 100%. So look at this, Jardier one then. Oh, clips a sausage there and heads to meet Barrier there. Jardier having a couple of kisses on the first date there, Jardier, with Barrier. And they just wait there. Obviously, Jardier is going to have good sportsmanship there. So there was the pink Porsche going by, which, you know, could have been us racing there with the Aston Martin. There's the black one. So we could have ended up potentially, you know, P4. We've no idea. No idea, but yeah, an interesting one there. That's it for this video, folks. I do hope you've enjoyed it. I know the ACC content doesn't get as much love as the GT content, but you gotta like it. Like these videos. Really, really helps out the videos and me publishing more ACC stuff on the channel. 2 videos there to check out if you want to check those out, and do subscribe to the channel by clicking my logo right above. That's it for me, folks. Thanks again for watching. I hope to see you in another video or live stream very soon.